Dear students, let's start our new topic, Modern Olympic Games. The credit to start the Modern Olympic Games goes to Baron Pierre de Coubertin of France. First of all, few words about him. Coubertin was born in Paris on January 1st, 1862. His family members wanted him to join army, so he joined the Sainik Academy. But after some time, he left it and started studying political science. Having studied political science, he came to know about the national and international problems. He thought national and international problems can easily be solved through Olympic Games. It was Coubertin's imagination to restart the ancient Olympic Games at world level. For this purpose, he called a meeting of various countries in 1893. Some countries like Italy, Greece, Spain and Sweden were in favor of commencing these games, whereas rest of the countries opposed it. Again, on June 16, 1894, a meeting of 13 countries was held in Paris in which 75 representatives participated. It was presided over by Coubertin and it was resolved that sports competitions should be held every fourth year on the lines of Greek Olympic Games and every nation should be invited to participate. After much endeavors, Coubertin succeeded in enlisting worldwide support and the first modern Olympic Games were held in Athens in 1896. This is all about modern Olympics. About Baron Pierre de Coubertin. Baron de Coubertin, also known as father of modern Olympics. Next subtopic is Olympic motto. Olympic motto comprises three Latin words. They are Citius, Altius, Fortius, which means faster, higher, stronger respectively. Once more, Citius means faster, Altius means higher and Fortius means stronger. These three words of Olympic motto. Next one is about Olympic flag. Olympic flag was created in 1913 at the suggestion of Baron de Coubertin. It was first solemnly inaugurated in Paris in June 1914. But it was hoisted first time in the Olympic Stadium at the Antwerp Olympic Games, which were held in 1920. Now the specialties about Olympic flag. Olympic flag is made up of white silk and contains 5 interlocking rings or circles in 5 colors representing 5 continents of the world. They are America, Europe, Australia, Asia and Africa. The 5 rings have different colors. They are in yellow, green, red, blue and black. The interlocking of rings or circles symbolizes cooperation and friendship. The interlocking rings or circles symbolizes cooperation and friendship. Next about Olympic flame. The Olympic flame is symbol of knowledge, life and happiness. It also symbolizes peace. This flame or torch is lighted in Olympic village of Greece and it is carried by the runners to the place where the Olympic Games are going to be organized. During this process it keeps burning. At the end of closing ceremony of these games, this flame is extinguished. This is all about Olympic flame. Next one is Olympic oath. During the opening of Olympic Games, oath taking ceremony is held by the athletes who get assembled in the sports stadium. A representative of the host country comes forward holding the flag. The flag bearers of the competing nations also take up their positions. The representative takes oath on their behalf and all the athletes raise their right arm and repeat the oath after him. In the name of all competitors, I promise that we shall take part in these Olympic Games respecting and abiding by the rules that govern them in the true spirit of sportsmanship for the glory of sport and honor of our teams. This is the Olympic oath. If you can by heart, you can. Okay. Next, our subtopic is rules for competitors. Rules are: any male and female can participate in Olympic Games if they are amateur. But nowadays, professionals are also allowed to participate in some of the sports. These sports persons are sent by their National Olympic Committee. No sports person can participate in these games without the approval as well as recommendation of National Olympic Committee. But nowadays, professional sports persons can participate in some games. And there is no age limit, and members of both sexes may participate. Okay, these are about rules for competitors. Now, few words about opening ceremony of Olympic Games. First of all, Olympic torch or flame is burned through sunrise in Olympic Village. Olympic Village is Greece, and it is brought to that city where the Olympic Games are going to be held. The President or Prime Minister declares the games open in the stadium. Before this process, all the sports persons take part in march past and they take oath. Later on, recreational and cultural programs are organized, or Olympic flag is hoisted and Olympic flame of the stadium is kindled by the torch. After that, events are started. Next is about awards. Olympic awards. The first, second and third position holders are awarded with gold, silver, bronze medals and a certificate respectively. The next 5 positions holders are also awarded with certificates only. The first, second, third position get gold, silver and bronze and certificates. Next 5 positions also get the awarded with certificates only. And after the competition, as usual, conducted as a closing ceremony. Closing ceremony of Olympic Games. Sports persons from all the countries get assembled in the stadium for closing ceremony. The mayor of that city and the president of managing committee escort the president of International Olympic Committee to the stadium. He declares the games closed. After that, Olympic flag is lowered and it is given to the mayor of the city. Various cultural programs are also organized. The Olympic flame is extinguished. At last, the games come to end and with the Olympic song. Almost these all the procedures are followed in the school sports days also. Okay. Next subheading, Olympic symbol, ideals, objectives and values of Olympism. First one is Olympic symbol or emblem. It comprises of 5 interlinked rings or circles to represent the sporting friendship of all people. The rings also symbolize the 5 continents, that is Africa, America, Asia, Australia and Europe. Each ring is of a different color: blue, yellow, black, green and red. The color of each ring was proposed by Pierre de Coubertin himself. Next about Olympic ideals. Olympic ideals. The important thing in Olympic is not to win but to take part. The important thing in Olympic is not to win but to take part. That means the important thing in life is not the triumph but struggle. The essential thing is not to have conquered but to have fought well. This is the Olympic ideals. Next subtopic is objectives of Olympics. According to Coubertin, following objectives can be achieved through Olympic Games. They are to pay attention towards physical education and sports competitions in all the countries of the world. Second one is to develop the personality, character, citizenship qualities and health among the youths. Third one is formation of good habits among sports persons so that they could lead a healthy life and prosperous life. And fourth one is to develop patriotism among sports persons. Fifth one is to develop international fraternity and peace. And last one is not to have any discrimination on the basis of caste, race and religion. These are the main objectives of Olympic objectives. Next and last topic of modern Olympic is Olympic values. Some of the Olympic values are friendship and solidarity, peace, fair play, equality, etc. Now, few words about friendship. Olympic movement provides many opportunities to develop friendship not only among the participants but among the nations also. When Olympic Games are held, the participants get close to one another. They become friends. The nations who have tense relations also come near to one another. China is one of the examples. Due to ping-pong diplomacy, it started to participate in Olympic Games after a long gap. So, Olympic movement provides ample opportunities to develop friendship. Next about solidarity. Solidarity is also Olympic movement also provide ample opportunities to enhance solidarity. It gives a feeling of brotherhood and unity among various nations. It creates cohesion among the participants as nations. Next is fair play. Up to some extent, it can be said that Olympic Games enhance the chance of fair play. Fair play is based on justice. There should be justice to each player as well as team. There should not be any favor or inclination towards a team. Rules and regulations must be applied fairly to each team. But in fact, there is a big gap between words and actions of the officials. Nowadays, every team wants to win by hook or by crook. That means the slogan like stay out for sports and stay out of courts and live by court or get out have become useless as these are not found in practice. Therefore, it can be said that Olympic movement in this respect is not so successful as it should have been. Any of the game or sports, fair play is must. Okay. And last one is free from discrimination. It's a very important point. In the last objectives of modern Olympic Games, it is said that there will be no discrimination on the basis of caste, race and religion. So, Olympic movement lays down enough stress on this aspect. That is why up to some extent Olympic Games are free from discrimination. At such a place there is no meaning of caste, race, religion or community. About the values such as friendship, solidarity, fair play and free from discrimination, it can be said that Olympic movement plays a significant role in the development of these values. But there is also a negative aspect of Olympic Games which is also seen. It seems that the dreams of de Coubertin are not going to be fulfilled. Countries have their own interests. Some of the countries take part in the Olympic Games just to prove themselves that they are on the top and far better than other countries. We must have positive attitude towards this movement. Nations must lay stress on the objectives of modern Olympic Games so that these values could be developed through Olympic movement. This is all about Olympic movement. In this chapter, last topic about Paralympics. About Paralympics, discuss more in the chapter of 4. Here we just discussed what is the term Paralympics and what is the aim of Paralympics, about their Special Olympics. Okay. Paralympics. The word Paralympics is derived from the two Greek words. They are para, and para means beside or alongside, and other word is Olympics. So Paralympics are the parallel games to the Olympics. Paralympics is derived from the two Greek words. Para means beside or alongside, and the other word is Olympics. So Paralympics are the parallel games to the Olympics. Next, about Special Olympics of Paralympics. The Special Olympic was begun in 1968 by Eunice Kennedy Shriver, the sister of former US President John F. Kennedy, who believed in providing equal rights and opportunities to everyone, including people with intellectual disabilities, for whom sports could act as a motivating factor for the stimulation of physical and mental growth. Anyway, the aim of Special Olympics is to provide them continuing opportunities to develop physical fitness, courage, experience joy, and participate in a sharing of skills and friendship with their families, other Special Olympic athletes, and the community. The aim of the Special Olympic is to provide them continuing opportunities to develop physical fitness, courage, experience joy, and participate in a sharing of skills and friendship with their families, other Special Olympic athletes, and the communities. This is all about Special Olympics of Paralympics. Same topic again discussed later in the chapter of 4. Okay, anyway, up to here, till here, the chapter is over.